episode 3, bottom of the bounce. And the sun's not even up yet. It's not even sunrise yet. I wish I could show you guys what it looked like. I guess I can, right? It's my podcast. Still dark. So we are doing the early morning bottom of the bounce. So I have my coffee. Focus on the good. Cheers. And we are focusing on the good today. Um, I did have some people that reached out and they have asked, like, oh my God, like you've gone through all these things. Didn't you have any help? Yes. Do not think we didn't have help. We had family, we had friends, we had so much help, and we are so grateful. We are so thankful. Be it, hey, let me help pay for this, to hey, let me just take you out and buy you lunch, to hey, you know what, I'm teaching a really cool thing. Just come join us. Just be with us. Just learn, just be here. All of those are just mwah, chef's kiss. The thing I did learn through this, and I kind of wish Rich was here, but because he would have almost a different, same take, different take. And then I kind of want to discuss it too because I saw on Facebook another friend who is battling cancer who actually had a similar sentiment. So, Brewer family, this is for you too. Um, so when you get really sick, people don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to offer up. They know you don't feel well. So what I've discovered, Nikki, you might be the same way, um, is people ask me how Rich is doing. When I have any conversation with anybody, it's like, oh my God, first of all, let me ask you, how is Rich doing? Which is amazingly kind. It is so kind. In our case, I don't have an answer for that typically. I don't know. He doesn't have a kidney yet. Um, so it's the same. Like he might be really great today. He might be in the hospital tomorrow. He might have gotten out of the hospital this morning and still be in bed. He might like it's an ebb and flow when you have kidney disease. I cannot speak to cancer. I cannot speak to any other end stage or terminal illness where you're waiting on the doctors to help you, right? Um, it's I know for us, for our situation with kidney disease, it's very up and down. He might walk 10,000 steps one day and not get out of bed for two. He might walk 10,000 steps a day for 2 weeks and not get out of bed for one. Um, it is just, you just don't know. You just don't know. So every time I talk to a friend that says, oh, wait, first, how's Rich doing? I don't know how to answer. And then I come off rude if I'm like, the same. We're going through the same thing. We're in the same river just trying to swim. And some days the wind blows harder than others, but we're still in the river. And I promise you, I'll let you know when we get to shore. Um, it almost sounds rude because you want people to ask how he is. You want people to care how he is. You want everyone to care how he is. Here's the tip I would give you. And this was also kind of a Brewer family sentiment, right? Um, Ask the person who's sick, reach out to them. Um, really do. Not saying don't ask me if you're talking to me, but if you're friends with the one who is sick, send them a text. Let them know that you thought about them. It doesn't have to be a big conversation. It could just be, dude, just wondering how you're doing today. When you feel up to it, let's go get a coffee. Let's go get a drink, even if they can't drink because they're sick. Go get a drink. It doesn't matter what you're drinking. It doesn't have to be alcohol. Go get lunch. Um, you know what? They're a lot of times isolated, right? Like the people they see are the wives, the kids, the doctors, those close family people that you see all the time. But you really want to connect with your friends too. You really want um go see them in the hospital even if they're there every other week. Go reach out to them. If you can't go see them, at least send a text. Let them know that, hey, I'm just thinking about you. I'm about to run into a meeting, but I just wanted to say I love you. How cool is that? Definitely do that. I feel like I know in our circumstance and the one that I also saw, um, online, it was the same sentiment. Like they feel isolated, and I don't know who out there is going through a similar thing. I don't know if I'm like, yes, or if it's like, Robin, shut up. We don't want that. Um, I can't speak for everybody. I know in these two circumstances that was kind of a prevalent thing. Like, hey, reach out to us. It is. I will say on the sicker side, reach out to them, do something with them. I don't care what it is. Like, have a meal, have a text, have a conversation, go visit them in the hospital, go sit with them through dialysis, go whatever it is, right? Like they still want to feel normal even though they're battling an illness, right? Like picture having the worst flu ever, but it doesn't freaking let up after a week, and you're mad and you're pissed off, and your new normal sucks, and now you don't even know who to talk to about it because you don't want to be the downer, but you want to be engaged with people. um Reach out, be that person that helps them do that, because a lot of times it's really hard for the wife or the caregiver to also be that, because we're too far in it. So that is a really huge thing. Reach out to the person who's sick. That's amazing. The other thing I'm going to say, and this is going to sound selfish, and that's okay because it's my podcast. When you're talking to the caregiver, don't let it always be about how is the sick one, how is the sick one, because we're battling a lot too. We are the ones driving to the hospital, sitting at the hospital, driving home from the hospital, dealing with the moods. And let me tell you, when you feel like shit for 2.5 years or however long it's been, right? 6 months. Like, I don't want to have the flu for 6 months. I'm going to be an asshole. I promise. Um, Let them be you know what? Like, we're getting all of that. We're dealing with the bad mood, and then the guilt from the bad mood, and then what, I kind of feel a little bit better today, but now I feel awkward because I've been in a bad mood. And on my side, I'm just like, okay, we're juggling all the things. You know what, do we need to talk to Medicare? Do we need to talk to Medicaid? Do we need to talk to this insurance company? Do we need to I've got to do this stuff for the taxes. I'm trying to restart a business. Oh my god, the house payments due. Okay, so we're doing what for bankruptcy? We have a meeting when we okay, wait, crap, I scheduled a photo session for, right, like there is so much on the other side, on the caretaking side, right? And we're juggling a lot. And so there's a lot of times that my friends have reached out, and I can't go. I can't, do the things. And sometimes it's really last minute before I can say if I can do the thing or if I can't do the thing, because sometimes it depends on what he has going on. In my situation, oh my God, if somebody will book me to take their portraits, I'm taking that over anything fun, even though I need the fun, right? Um, so here's what I've kind of learned. Friendships are weird a little bit when you're going through a lot. The sick one tends to lose them. You lose the connections, you lose the friendships, because people would rather ask me how he is than, like, mention something to him. And I think it's pretty normal, but mention something to him. He would love that. He wants to feel normal too. Mention it to me. I want to feel normal too. When I talk to you, I don't want to have to only talk about how my husband's feeling or what we're doing right now. I want to talk about my goals. I want to talk about my dreams. I want to talk about all the good stuff, right? Which I am really good at cultivating those tribes. I have Zoom meetings. I have two scheduled every single week, and sometimes they don't happen because we get busy. That's a good thing. We're all photographers for the most part. Um, I have Zoom meetings with my photographer friends because they don't live in Dallas. That's another friendship story, but that was not a friendship story. That was, when people don't back you, let them go. When they don't reach out, you know where they need to be. So my photographer friends are kind of all around the world, and I have my soul friend Zoom. I'm going to do that here in just a minute, right? I'm recording before my soul friend Zoom. And it's a lot of us, and we talk about what we're working on. We talk about marketing. We talk about lighting. Sometimes we just talk about, hey, life's been really hard, but there's five of us, I think, And there's always somebody going on a vacation, or somebody that has a really groovy photo session, or somebody that's really working on something amazing, even if it's a self portrait, if it is, me painting, if it, whatever it is, we have something fun. So make sure you're doing something fun. Make sure you cultivate those connections every single week. I'm good at that. I have my sister mamas that do live here in town. And you know what? We should probably schedule Zooms too, because we're all busy also, and I don't see them as often as I wish I did. And I know they would say the same thing. Um, but we talk about what we're working on. We talk about what we're doing. We talk about, they aren't photographers. So they talk about what they're doing and they're working on, what our kids are doing, what our grandkids are doing. All of like those are the conversations I want to have too. I don't want to, like, the podcast is one thing when I'm telling you guys what I'm going through. I don't want this to be every conversation in my life. I want to talk to you about what I want to do, what I want to create, what I want to, like, it's the same. And I will say, when Rich got sick 2.5 years ago, I had the friendships I had then are actually not the same friendships that I have now. My close, close, close friends, I definitely was friends with 3 years ago, but we've either drawn closer, or that group of friends from 3 years ago, some of them I don't hear from anymore. You know what? I got busy with my life. They got busy with their life. It wasn't a big falling out. It was just, I don't hear from them. And so when I do, they reach out and say, how's Rich doing? Um, and it's the same, where it's, I don't have an answer for that. So it has been interesting. I don't know if that's normal. I know, you want it to be better. You want to see all the people. Right now I'm working two full-time jobs and caretaking full-time. I don't always have the time to see everybody. um I try to call people like on drive time when I'm in the car. It's the only time I have. But at the same time, that's also when I'm going to talk to my kids. It's when I'm going to, like, it's hard, right? It's hard. So um what you can do when you have someone who's sick and you're friends with them, or even the caretaker, I would say reach out, inspire, inspire, you know, um, for him. Yeah, whatever it is, like, dude, you fly drones. Let's get together and go fly drones. Let's, like, whatever it is, right? Like, if it's somebody like, let's just watch football together. Let's, there's a billion things, right? Like, whatever it is, let's go do a thing. For me, it's been, let's paint together. I want to learn from you. I want to learn the things. Let's talk about self portraits. How did you do that one? I want to learn from that. I have a friend that bought me just a coolest bubble thing, and I haven't even had time to use it, and I can't wait to use it. I can't wait. But I got this second job, and I have to do my self portraits before I go to work, which is before the sun comes up. And that's not always my creative time. That is my sit and drink coffee time. So I'm still trying to figure out my schedule and my thing. So um yeah, I don't know. It's, book a photo session with me would be amazing. That way I can get rid of this second job, and stay at home and be creative. Um, Goals, 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 goals. And that, I think, I know this is kind of a bit of a shorter podcast, because I could sing the praises of my friends. I have the best friends. I will never deny that. That is the what makes me glow. I have the greatest friends. We're diverse, we're strong, we're creative in our own ways. We're funny. We are funny. Um we are stupid funny, and we laugh a lot and joke a lot, and I feel like that's important. And they have changed a lot. I have definitely put down some boundaries. There was that 2021 group of people that I hung out with all the time, and I would have sworn they were some of my closest friends. Um, I can count on three fingers how many of them I've heard from. So sometimes you have to be like, okay, that part's gone. They're not my friend. They weren't my friends probably because they would have reached out. We're going through a lot. You would think they would reach out. Um, you can't get hurt over that. Sometimes people are just busy and they don't realize what you're going through. Sometimes they're going through their own crap. And while you think you're going through the biggest bottom that ever bottomed of the bounce, their bottom's bigger. That not their hard is harder. You know what I'm saying? Not that their bottom's bigger. That's mean. We're not mean. But they're going through something ginormous and you're going through something ginormous, and each of you thinks the other one's a jerk for not reaching out when both of you are just trying to swim. So that would be my, if you're in the sick place or the caretaking place, don't get your feelings hurt. Don't feel a certain way because you don't know what the other side's going through. If you're the other side and you're thinking, oh crap, I should have reached out, do it today. If you want to do something with a person, God, reach out and do that. If we can't do it, if we cancel, if we can't commit, if we're like, oh my God, I would love to, but don't get butthurt about that either. That isn't personal either. We want to do all the things. We just can't fit them all in. I know for me, I'm now scheduled 12 hours a day, basically, every 5 days out of 7. I'm running a photography business 2 days a week. So I better be booked up at least one of those days, right? That's a big deal. I need to get booked. I need to make art. I need to be creative. It's therapeutic. It pays my bills. It's what I love. I want to get that business built back to where I can stay home and I can focus on that all the time and I can focus on my husband, right? That's the goal. So that's the other thing you can do. If you have a caretaker friend or a sick friend or any friend that is well and surviving whatever, my God, refer their business. Use them. Use them. If you don't know if they do a certain thing, ask them. Ask them, hey, do you even do headshots, Robin? Yeah, I'd love to do your headshot. I get to see you. I get to hug you. I get to talk to you. I get to be creative on your headshot. Oh my God, I would love nothing more than to do that. So, whatever their business is, right? Like, hey, I know you're a real estate agent. Do you do rentals? Do you do commercial? Do you do? Ask them. Ask them because you're going to have a conversation, which means you can reach out to them. You're going to be talking about their goals, which anybody loves to talk about. And you're going to learn more about their business, which means you're going to be able to refer them. If they don't help you, if they are a real estate agent and they don't do rentals, but so and so does, now you know who to refer for the rentals and you know who to refer for the buy. Um, it's a beautiful thing to do. We are all trying to survive. So use the businesses you know. It's the same thing. People pay a lot of money to network and learn that. Go to coffee, find out about your friend's business, refer them, use them, see what they're like. You're a better referral. If you will come in to get a headshot done, you can refer me better to do a fine art family portrait than somebody who doesn't even know how I work. Right? Right? My friend who belly dances, go see her shows, go support her shows. That way, when you need to hire her for a private event, you know exactly what she does, right? Right? I know, I know. Um, Plus, it's another good one to call your friend and say, "Hey, let's go watch this amazing belly dancer." Now you got a 2 for 1. You have the person you know you can refer. You got a date night with your friend. I'm just saying. Um, so do that. Connecting with people is huge right now. If it's a bottom of a bounce, if it's a sick person, if it's just a friend you haven't seen in a while, you know what? We're all just trying to get through it, right? I need to be better about it too. I tend to get swallowed up in my own, like, I don't have time and space, and I need to be better about it too. So let's make a deal. And I know last time we were supposed to make somebody smile. I still stand by that. Make somebody smile. But reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody. Even if it's a text saying, I don't have a lot of time. I was just thinking of you and I love you. That's going to make somebody's day. It's going to make their stinking day, and you're going to feel good too. Maybe make it a goal like once a week, once a day. Reach out and just say hi to somebody. Just check in, right? Um, do that. Do that. It doesn't matter if they're sick or they're well, right? If they're well, they're going to inspire you. If they're sick, maybe you can inspire them. And it's a beautiful thing. So, on that note, it's been 21 minutes. You know, I had to say 20. I had to Barbara Walters it in some capacity. So I'm gonna let you guys go. And I will see you the next episode. And if you have questions, if you want me to discuss something, something didn't make sense, you have questions, you have, I don't know, just say hi, do it. Reach out, ask me. Also, if you didn't look on Instagram yet, I did put the pictures of the flooded studio from when I moved into it in 2021. I did. I put flooded studio pictures. I told you I will show you. I'm not going to post pictures of all of my friends, but I might. I might just share in the stories all of my badass friends. Because why would I not? Anyways, so I'm pushing the button. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to do my soul friend Zoom. I am going to send some photos. I am going to get all my shit done so I can go to job number 2 and I can sell tile and redecorate people's spaces because it's actually more fun than it sounds. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm pushing the button because I still haven't done all the things. I will paint the picture this week and we'll have an intro.